la bicicleta de Ronaldo en el partido. Sí, que se especulaba con algún tema físico cuando fue preservado la fecha pasada. No tenía que ver con eso, sino con la gran carga de partidos. Y porque además tuvo la situación, su esposa estuvo internada por una dificultad médica, nada grave, fue atendida en la capital. Pero bueno, todo eso conjugó para que no estuviese. Lo marcamos como una particularidad porque las estrellas que ha incorporado Arabia Saudita juegan todos los partidos y casi todos los minutos. Malcolm, bueno, se abre el Nassr, Al-Qatani de 7. A ver dónde se acomoda la mole. ¡Al-Nassr! Y linda volada de evento. Aquí Aladín. Sí, error de Al-Ghanam, el lateral derecho de Al-Nassr, porque lo dejó recibir. Tuvo tiempo, tuvo espacio. Pudo inclinar el cuerpo, el ángulo, para buscar ese segundo palo. Fantástica esta toma. La cámara es buenísima. Bento se estiró, de todos modos. Otra respuesta al Hilal, que tiene más ocasiones individuales que juego colectivo hasta aquí. La pelota para Lodi. 27, primer tiempo. Lodi con Cano, la presión de Brozovic, miren, 1 contra 1 en toda la cancha. Por eso mismo la pelota para Bono. Talija que lo va a apretar, le marca el pase a Bulaji para afuera. Por eso mismo Bono la revienta para la mole. Ni Mitrovic ni Mané. Al-Qatani frente al Bouzal. Al-Qatani que arranca falta. Sí señor, en el camino lo tocaron. Gambetea este chico, tiro libre. Pero ves que son todos duelos individuales. No tiene que ver con una idea de construcción colectiva. Sigue este dribbling. Otra vez tiene que cortar con infracción. Está amonestado Brozovic y un par se salvaron de la amarilla. El Al-Nassr está utilizando como método esto de evitar que progrese al Hilal con las faltas. De Savic para Cancelo. Cancelo que la levantó para Al-Qatani. Sale la puerta a la marca. Bien por el ex hombre del City. Y le levanta los brazos Malcolm, ¿sabes por qué? Porque creo que yo Cancelo, viste que pedía disculpas de fondo. Sí, jugó rápido y Koulibaly estaba a mitad de cancha yendo a buscar al área. Bien. Con algunas distracciones, parece acelerado al Hilal. Como desacostumbrado a tener que llevar adelante un partido cuesta arriba. Al Hilal que la temporada pasada Mati llegó a 34 victorias consecutivas. Perdió ese récord cuando le ganó en la semi de la Champions el Al-Ain de Crespo, el equipo de Emiratos Árabes Unidos, que perdió frente al Al-Ahly de Egipto en la primera edición del Mundial de Clubes, ahora le llama Copa Intercontinental, con el Real Madrid esperando en la final. La pelota para Al-Nassr, pinchadita para Lodi, quedó de espaldas. Al-Nassr, pinchadita para Al-Qatani, Bouzal que vuelve. Ronaldo, Otavio, Talija, quedó corto. Por Bulaji. Bueno, son 2 contra 1 ahí, Lodi y Al-Nassr. Lodi prefirió el centro para la mole, que se pasó. El pique. Al-Qatani que le ponía el empujoncito a Bouzal. Lateral, sin embargo, para el local. Pero tuvo que pasar media hora de partido para que uno de los dos laterales de Al-Hilal pudiese pasar al ataque con ventaja para un centro. Fue bueno el centro de Lodi, el ex Atlético Madrid, el ex Atlético Paranaense. En crecimiento para esta temporada, le costó la adaptación. La misma que le está costando a Joao Cancelo, que en 9 fechas por ahora no marca distancia, no marca diferencia por su lateral derecho. Bueno, quedó tirado allá Savic. No había falta de Mané. Viene a jugar Ronaldo. La pelota para el bicho. Minuto 30. Primer tiempo. Fecha número 9 del campeonato. Rescata Malcolm para Lodi. Al-Nassr, Malcolm. Lodi. Tira el pie Al-Qatani. Lodi que la guarda, prefiere con Cano. Marca Talija. Malcolm de primera para mover a Al-Nassr. Lodi cerquita de ellos, Pioli diciendo, bueno, aprieten, aprieten Al-Nassr, la mole, la pared. Al-Nassr. Al-Nassr que no pudo armar bien el remate. Volvía bien Brozovic marcándolo. Pero de a poquito Mati empieza a jugar el campeón. Sí, está encontrando algunos buenos movimientos. Mirá cómo se resbala Simacán. Y eso le facilita a Al-Nassr la chance de meterse en el área. Creo que para el segundo tiempo, si bien es muy temprano, se impone el ingreso de Leonardo en lugar de Cano. No le está funcionando el trabajo de Cano en el medio campo. ¿Te acordás de la MLS que... creo que fue en la MLS o en la selección, que Messi gambeteó a uno levantándole la pelota? De verdad. Le faltó eso a Al-Nassr. Brozovic. La marca de Savic. La vuelta con Simacán. De los mejores centrales de la Bundesliga. De hecho, lo quería el PSG. Ex hombre del Leipzig y terminó en Arabia Saudita. Talisca que rebotaba de primera para Otavio. Otavio no fue. Talisca le dice, ¿por qué no?
Bueno, una de las consecuencias del 1-4 en la final fue Simakan, ¿no?
sí. La pelota.
Que la dupla de centrales de AINassr es Simakan, lo que marcaba recién Nacho Fusco, y Laporte, ¿no? Campeón de la Euro con España.
Totalmente. De hecho, no tengo la edad de Simakan, creo que 24 años. Brozovic que atropellaba. No hay falta sobre Cano. Y bueno, se abren las aguas para el Nassr. Mané que le dice a todo, vamos. Mané, bueno, uno tirado acá abajo, Brozovic. Ronaldo. Tercera bicicleta del bicho. La pelota para Mané, segundo palo para Otavio. Mané que no la tira. La marca de Cancelo. La pelota para Bouzal. Sigue pidiendo el Otavio acá, en la derecha. La pelota para él. Otavio. Marca Lodi. 32, primer tiempo. Otavio que lo esperó al Nassr. Pega la pelota al lobby, lateral.
24 años para Simakan, lo que hablamos de un mercado de pases que rápidamente entendió Arabia, no solo es convocar estrellas, sino jóvenes con mucho talento. Han modificado la parte de los extranjeros para menores de 21. Hay muchos sub-25 que han sumado el fútbol de Arabia, buscando 10 temporadas de cada submundial.
¡Ay, Garam! ¡Ay, la Sultán! ¡Centro! ¡Se pasó Ronaldo! La pelota para Mané, atrás lo tiene Brozovic. Offside del bicho. O quizá del Garam. El que tiró el centro.
Sí, creo que era de AINassr en el lateral. Después el centro era flotadito, hinchado, muy alto. A ver, sí, estaba en posición adelantada AINassr. Fíjate que el centro era bien elevado. Y más allá de la capacidad de salto de CR7, en este caso le quedaba alta la pelota. Decía, 10 temporadas, 2034 es la fecha fijada para que organice el Mundial de Arabia Saudita. Ya se han presentado todo lo que tiene que ver con la infraestructura. 10 estadios va a construir Arabia. Más allá de que los que estamos observando son nuevos también, ¿no?
Sí. Bueno, mientras Ronaldo le cometía falta a Bulaji. Aunque ustedes no lo crean, estamos en un estadio que forma parte de un campus universitario en Riyadh, en la capital. 26.000 espectadores, o sea, no es el estadio más grande ni en el que suele jugar al Nassr. El balón tampoco al Hilal. Al-Dassari, Cano, que quedó perfilado para la izquierda. Ronaldo viene a jugar Cano. Que quedó perfilado entonces, había sido Marcos, perdón. Cano que lo mira al árbitro. A ver si le cobraba la falta. La pelota de Bulaji para Bono. Viene a jugar Cano. Abierto Cancelo. Lo va a marcar Mané. Todos apretaditos en cámara. Al-Qatani frente a Bouzal. Pasó Cancelo. Al-Qatani lo encontró a la Mole. Lindo pase. Y ahora Malcolm para Lodi. Malcolm le picaba a Lodi y le quedó en offside. La Mole. Mitrovic. Savic. Pide Al-Qatani. La pelota para Al-Qatani. La mata y queda de espaldas. Al Bouzal que lo marca. Al-Qatani falta de Bouzal. Hay un duelo ahí, Mati, tiro libre.
Sí, mucho más propuesto por Al-Qatani que por Cancelo. Yo creo que no tiene apoyo, no tiene ayuda, por eso tiene que gambetear tanto el delantero de Al-Hilal. Salió lejos Bouzal a buscarlo, tuvo que cometer la infracción. Y de la pelota detenida, tiene altura, tiene buen cabezazo, tiene mucho gol en el juego aéreo Al-Hilal.
Bueno, de cabeza le empató en la final de la Supercopa Mitrovic al equipo de Ronaldo. Mitrovic es el 9, el serbio, ahí al ladito de Simakan, en la puerta del área chica. El goleador del campeonato con 10. Va Cancelo, Mati, ¿no? Sí, Cancelo. Bueno, liberado Al-Qatani con la 29 en la puerta del área grande. Luego cargan 6. Y a la pelota le va a pegar Joao. El rulo de la Mole. Centro para Al-Qatani. Primer palo para Brozovic. Al-Dassari. El agarró después del pique.
Al-Dassari que se iba haciendo el distraído y se iba al segundo palo libre. Por su centro iba pasado, finalmente le quedó el rebote, pero la agarró de primera muy abajo, por eso la pelota se fue muy arriba. Lo ha emparejado al Hilal, esas embestidas iniciales de AINassr en las que encontró el gol, ahora son más esporádicas.
Bueno, dos pelotas en el campo.
Arabia tomó dos grandes referencias para empezar a desarrollar su liga. Uno, la MLS inevitable, es su gran competidora. Y otra es el desarrollo que intentó hacer China. Yo creo que corrigió dos grandes cuestiones. Primero, la MLS en los primeros 10 o 15 años incorporó estrellas en el final de su carrera. Recién ahora, los últimos 5 años, ha contratado jóvenes talentos. Por otro lado, la Liga China invirtiendo mucho dinero, pero que trababa los contratos. Es decir, te incorporaba por 3 temporadas y te exigía que cumpliese las 3 temporadas. Pero el Qatar Arabia encontró un punto medio.
Sí.
No solo grandes estrellas, sino también jóvenes talentos, pero además flexible a la hora de negociar. Vení por 3 temporadas. O sea, a la primera temporada te querés ir, no hay ningún problema. Te transferimos. Eso tiene que ver con que muchos de los propietarios también tienen gran influencia en el fútbol europeo.
Arranca Joao Cancelo. La voz de Mati Bustos Milla. Se desprendió el Nassr. La pelota de Al-Qatani para el Nassr. La mole en el área chica. Primero Laporte. Y va a usar que no se animó a llegar tampoco. El número 12 por ese mismo lateral para el Hilal. La bronca de Brozovic. Con De Paul. Los dos jugadores con más kilómetros en el último mundial. Al-Qatani que va. Traba abajo Mané. Porque las estrellas también se tiran al suelo. Ahí va el
do feel that Simakan and Laporte, their defending duties, they still have a fair bit to do between now and when they hear that final whistle. He's looking for the answer, isn't he? He's found it on so many occasions.
He trusts his players to find the solution, and more often than not they do. I guess when you have that belief instilled within a group of players, you've got that confidence. Our time will come, you don't need to panic. They know it, and the opponents know it as well. That's why a second for AINassr is so important, and you feel they'll need it. Mané. Here's Ronaldo. Ronaldo seeking Talisca. Al-Bulai got across well, which bought time for Milinkovic-Savic.
And in that situation, you'd expect Ronaldo to find Talisca. That's a ball that he should find him with. Acres of space in the middle of the goal mouth, Talisca. All Ronaldo had to do was cross.
Lodi snaps onto it. Al-Dawsawi back off the post. Over Bento and wide. And don't they know it? And don't they know it?
Missed opportunity down the other end. Look what it's done to that set of supporters behind the goal. They believe Hilal. They believe they can get themselves out of this situation yet again. Al-Dawsawi, it's a brilliant strike. It's the outside of Bento's post, comes back into play. Goalkeeper makes a good save, goes out for a corner. But how different it could have been with the opportunity AINassr had down the other end.
The closest of close shaves. And now the corner that results from it. Not away, improvised and over. Camo very nearly with a spectacular out of the Haaland playbook.
Don't think he was expecting it either, was he? He was on his way out in the penalty box. Decent header out by Brozovic, bobble around Koulibaly, puts it back in. Camo just whips his outside of his right foot onto the ball. And look, he goes over the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper's injured himself while diving for the shot. Flattered into the post, I think.
Well, he was a busy boy, wasn't he?
Was, absolutely. That's the shot by Al-Dawsawi. Bento beaten, all ends up. It's the rebound, he manages to get up, stretch, tip it round the post. Save what looked like a certain goal. Al-Dawsawi, how many times? Brilliant. Such fantastic technique. Goalkeeper, no chance. A rebound, the ball bobbles into the floor. Goalkeeper shows great agility, gets up, touches it round the post. First time by Al-Dawsawi. Such a good technique. Rebound's a bit scruffy. Bobbled into the floor. He can't believe it. He's used to seeing his team get back into the game by now.
Al-Dawsawi, he doesn't just strike a football, he strokes a football. But on this occasion, against the upright.
Technique's incredible. Fantastic technique. First thing in his mind when it comes to it, he doesn't think about taking a touch, doesn't look inside, doesn't want to take his player on. He sees an opportunity, he can spot an opportunity, hits the ball first time and he's so unlucky. The width of the post stops him from equalising. Goalkeeper makes a really good save from the rebound. Keeps AINassr's hopes and dreams more than alive.
They have a few more moments like that unless they can find their second.
You do feel they need it, don't you?
Yeah. Well, we mentioned earlier their last league win against Ronaldo. Simakan gets it back. Will be a free kick and maybe more.
Gotta be so careful, Sadio Mané. He must be on a yellow plus or an orange card by now. Yellow card he got in the first half and a bad tackle earlier on in this second half. And there he catches Koulibaly. And when you're on a booking, you can't afford to make tackles like that because you run the risk of the referee going to his pocket. And the last thing that him and his teammates need now is to lose a player.
Yeah, they need him out there and they need him in contention to add to the 2 Saudi Pro League goals he has so far this season, both coming in that win against Al-Arabat. Here's Malcolm now. Oh, that wasn't far away. His expression will tell you just that.
Again, just like Al-Dawsawi, but again missing the target.
Those nearly moments are coming with increasing regularity now for Al Hilal. Mané, Ronaldo, the two 30-somethings combining to try and get the home side up the pitch. And that'll do. The foul from Kalidou Koulibaly, giving them an attacking opportunity, giving those defenders a rest.
Clever. Very clever by Cristiano Ronaldo. See him there going down, just giving his team and his defence a little bit of a breather. You can feel that his team are under the pump at the moment, they're under pressure. Tries to run it out of defence, turn defence into attack. Draws Koulibaly in. Doesn't take much for him to go down. It's Cano shoulder to shoulder. Wins his team a free kick.
Well, the duties of taking this one will be left to Marcelo Brozovic. The porters forward, of course, Ronaldo is there, Simikan and Talisca. Brozovic drops it in, Cano there to meet it. Talisca. Simikan! Well positioned to take the shot, but when he took it, it was well wide.
Not renowned for his goal scoring abilities, Simikan gets himself in a good position. Talisca again it is. Finds it with a good ball to the edge of the box, decides to hit it first time, just can't quite apply the finish.
Simikan on that occasion.
Very good, very good. How long have you been waiting for that one?
Yes, Mané. Sadio looking to run in behind.
Somebody of your quality, I trust that came to you in the instant.
Absolutely. Just wonder if Cano is carrying a bit of a knock there. Seemed to pull up.
I think him and Milinkovic, they've had a real tough battle in there tonight. That's where Al-Nassr have looked to overpower them, with Talisca dropping into the midfield. Al-Khaibari when he was on the field, and Brozovic. That midfield battle's been a really interesting, intense one to watch this evening.
Lodi stoops. Milinkovic Savic. Earlier on in the second half, we touched on that role of frustration that Al-Nassr have had at the hands of their great city rivals over recent seasons. It's much too early in the piece for the home supporters to really think, really believe that they can be the one to end this long unbeaten run. They might just be starting to entertain the thoughts of what it would mean for the season, and what it would mean for Al Hilal. It's a long time since they have had to respond to a defeat. Settle for the corner.
All these set plays are opportunities. Still pressing high on Nassr. Sadio Mané this time, taking on the challenge, taking on Cancelo. Cancelo makes the challenge, concedes the corner. Gives Al-Nassr time, an opportunity. Taking the corner slowly. Brozovic is in no rush whatsoever to get to the ball. His delivery tonight's been poor so far, Brozovic. It's better than what he's given us tonight. So him and his team will be expecting a better delivery from this corner.
The Croat you a good one. Can he find it here? It's certainly deeper. Comes off the head of Al-Bulahi. Talk to the central defensive pairing of Laporte and Simikan at the other end. Al-Bulahi and Koulibaly have been formidable. Not specifically tonight, through this unbeaten run.
The understanding that they've got, I think the communication you can see between the two of them. Koulibaly not afraid to break out with defence.
Sadio. Sort of misjudged that, so Mané might be able to make something of it. Mané hangs it up, Ronaldo went early, Talisca went later, both missed it.
I think Ronaldo's touched that, you know, Bill. I really do. I think Ronaldo's stopped Talisca scoring what looked like an absolute certain goal. It's a great ball into the box by Sadio Mané. Flighted into the far post, not particularly aiming for anybody. Ronaldo gets up, he leaps, and he takes it off Talisca's head. That was the moment for Al-Nassr, and he's saying, look, talk to me, tell me. He's wanting communication from his teammate. What a fantastic ball by Sadio Mané. It's the famous Ronaldo leap, but this time he can't get enough on it. He gets enough on it just to flick it over Talisca's head and stops him scoring what would have surely been a match-winning goal for Al-Nassr.
If Talisca had shouted, would Ronaldo have listened?
I doubt it. I doubt it very much.
You don't get 907 career goals if you leave it to others.
That's a very good point you make.
Put away by Buchal. Milinkovic Savic. Brozovic. Ronaldo. Looking to turn provider this time, perhaps, for Talisca. Was easily read. Easily dealt with. Otavio, who's been busy and effective tonight. Ronaldo. Otavio. Mané giving chase. Cano went in with the challenge. Goal kick given. Sure, Mané had control of the ball anyway. As Cano outstretches legs. Let's have another look at this one, Paul.
They'll be checking it. Sadio Mané does get there first. Tries to get across. Cano there. We've seen questionable penalties given on this ground, haven't we? But we're not that time. They are quickly to a decision.
Well, it's to encourage AINassr. It's Ronaldo. He gave that the beans. And then some. But it was too close to Bono.
Good strike by Cristiano Ronaldo. Only one thing on his mind. Gets the ball out of his feet. It's a good hit. Just too close to the goalkeeper. He's frustrated. What is it now? 4 games without a goal for Cristiano Ronaldo?
Yeah, 4 from open play. Penalties within that time. He's missed penalties within that time. Quarter of an hour to play, just over, plus added time. Still AINassr lead, but the lead is slender. The lead has at times looked fragile. Al-Dassawi hitting the frame of the goal. AINassr seeking this second that would change everything, but they've lost possession. Al-Dassawi to run at AINassr. The captain Al-Dassawi, Mitrovic is in there. Laporte did enough. Now Malcolm. Leonardo wants the early ball. Malcolm waits. Cancelo doesn't. All the way through to Al-Dassawi. Al-Hilal knocking at the door, but firing wide of it.
This game's really opening up now. You can see some tired players out there on the pitch. The game's really spread. Defence to attack both sides. From one end, Cristiano Ronaldo's opportunity here. Well saved by Bono. A save you would expect him to make. Manages to push it away to safety. Decent strike by Ronaldo. But then Al-Hilal come down the other end and have an opportunity of their own. This late in the game, it's about concentration. It's about staying focused.
1, 2, 3 changes for Jorge Jesus and for Al-Hilal. Nassr Al-Dassawi is down there. See Hamad Al-Yami down there. And also Motel Al-Habi. Going to freshen things up. You mentioned the tired legs. Well, here come the fresh ones. Al-Dassawi, left back. Habi, a right back. They're going to freshen up in that department. They've got an attacking thrust down the flanks. Here's Malcolm. Al-Dassawi. Flick for Lodi. And up invitingly, Milinkovic-Savic! Milinkovic-Savic to the rescue for Al-Hilal. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter when it is. They find a way. They just always find a way. 1-1.
Milinkovic-Savic arrives late there into the box. He rescues his team. Discussions there. Laporte talking to his teammates. You can see it has been coming. The game's been stretched. They've had their opportunities down the other end, AINassr. But that man in your picture, he gets the header in at the far post. He gets a free header, completely unmarked. And the moustache celebration from Milinkovic-Savic. He knows what he's got with his teammates. It's a ball out wide. The AINassr defence is stretched. It's a fantastic little back heel by Al-Dassawi. Lifted up to the back post, completely unmarked. He's still got a lot to do. He's backpedaling. Al-Dassawi there, so clever. Ball lifted into the box, back post just behind Savic. But he's big, he's strong. Neck muscles, manages to get behind it, power the ball down to the bottom left-hand corner of Bento's goal. And once again, they've done it again, Al-Hilal. They've just got that staying power. They just do not know when they are beaten.
His red-hot scoring form continues. 3 in 3 now for the big Serb in all competitions. He did it in that win against Al Ain. He did it last week in the win against Al Tawoun. And he's done it this evening in the derby. Nassr Al-Dassawi was sent on. Saw Cano coming off. The other 2 changes put on hold after that equalising goal. They changed too much momentum for Jorge Jesus and his coaching staff.
Yeah, I think the treble change that he did have lined up, they were all stood there on the touchline just as that goal went in, and I think the manager very quickly had a rethink. Took off Cano, brought on Al-Dassawi, just looking to see if there's been a shape change. The manager all of a sudden has just had a very quick rethink.
Well, Al-Dassawi is versatile. Play on the left side of defence or the left side of midfield. He's even, when called up by the former Saudi Arabian national coach Roberto Mancini, and used as an attacking midfielder, more of a number 10. And that's the sort of position in which Ronaldo collects. Down he goes under the challenge of Malcolm. No free kick.
Looking for that Cristiano Ronaldo. Knew exactly what he was doing. Seems to be getting frustrated tonight, as Cristiano. Lack of opportunities. Goal-scoring opportunities. Clear-cut chances for him.
Well, he's so used to being able to bend occasions such as this to his will, to shape them. Not yet. This man has Milinkovic-Savic. Lodi forward well. Simikan Not for the first time tonight. He's the right man in the right place at the right time for Al-Nassr.
I think he makes the wrong decision there, Lodi. Gets himself in a fantastic position on the outside of Al-Dawsari. Doesn't look up, plays it straight at Simikan. He's got an opportunity there. Find a T-bet in the box or actually hit the target yourself.
Almost a sense of expectation from those Al Hilal fans behind the Al-Nassr goal. Still 10 minutes. Last added time to play.
They could they?
Stranger things have happened. Al-Dawsari. Lodi. Swept away by Al-Nassr and kicked away by Ali Al-Bulai. Expected to turn around and see a flash of yellow, and he wasn't disappointed.
Pointless. Absolutely no point in kicking that away by Ali Al-Bulai. His team had just got back into the game. Mitrovic talking to the referee. He could well talk himself into a booking as well. We've got a really interesting 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go now. Interesting to see how Al-Nassr approach this. They've looked all game to want to go on to score goals, but now they're under a little bit of pressure. It's really important for them that they don't lose this game.
Mané for Ronaldo, hit his back, which allowed Al-Bulai to make the challenge. He needed to get the ball given that yellow card he's just picked up, and the referee felt he did. 3 wait to be introduced for Al-Nassr. Ali Lajami is one of them. The young striker Mohamed Miran is another. Mohamed Yahya is ready to come on. Talisca, the goal scorer. His number is up, off he comes. Perhaps no surprise to see Sadio Mané off, given the perilous disciplinary tightrope that he's been walking.
I think he's worked very hard tonight, him. And Talisca as well. Doesn't look happy when he's coming off Sadio Mané. I think he's putting a real shift for his team tonight. Walked a tightrope with the yellow card situation. I think his attitude, his application on the field to tap challenges. Him and Talisca, I thought they've been excellent tonight. Give his team a platform to build on.
Joao Cancelo. Now Malcolm. Al-Dawsari taking centre stage.
Because you can't see how close to Mitrovic is head that ball.
Lodi keeps it in. Simikan's gone across.
The goalkeeper does connect to Mitrovic. That is a foul if the ball's there.
Al-Nassr getting used to light over on that right-hand side of the defence. That's where he's gone to slot in. Versatile, he can play on either side of the defence.
Does Mitrovic slightly shy away from hitting that because he can see the goalkeeper coming out? I think that's what it will be. I think the penalty will be given because the goalkeeper is in Mitrovic's eye line, and he knows Mitrovic that the goalkeeper is going to collide with him.
No penalty.
Stayed strong. Made the case for both. Referee stayed with his decision.
Well, that's great to see. He saw it one way, and having reviewed it, he felt that that was the way he should continue to see it. Throw in given, and the referee backs his call. It's not often you see that.
And after you questioned my allegiances with the goalkeepers and the strikers, I had to give you another opinion from the striker's point of view. I think the referee's got it right there because I think Mitrovic has missed it. The only thing, as I said, that could have come into play was did the keeper affect Mitrovic's eye line. But both goalkeeper and striker, for me, missed that ball and it was already out before the contact.
As a goalkeeper, though, you've got to go for that. If you don't get it, he hasn't stopped Mitrovic from scoring. He's just collided with him. I guess that's the way that the referee's seen it.
Absolutely, and he's really flattered Mitrovic. You can see they're coming together as it's left its mark on Mitrovic. But from the goalkeeper's point of view, if he doesn't come out, yes, he gets it wrong, yes, he misses it. But if he doesn't come out, Mitrovic has got a free header 5 yards from goal.
Game of opinions. And what happened in the derby here last season, there was an opinion which went against Al-Nassr, which still rankles with their support. It meant that that was the evening on which they failed to become the first side last season in the Saudi Pro League to beat them. They're going to have to go find another goal if they're going to beat them here to stop their winning run. Certainly ensure that they don't go any further ahead of them at the top of the table. It's not what they would have had at the top of their list, but it's far from what they would have had at the bottom of it.
Certainty to avoid defeat tonight. I think that's the way that they've approached the game. Al Hilal haven't been at the best, but they've not been allowed to be at the best because of the way that Al-Nassr have pressed them and won challenges across the pitch. The game plan that they've been sent out with, it's worked so far this evening. But Al Hilal, they do not give up.
They feed off the weakness and the tiredness of others at this stage of the game. So many late goals they've scored over the last 15 months or so during this unbeaten run. It's stolen here by Otavio, combines with Ronaldo. Chance here. Oh, Miran's got it all wrong. Off the bench, the 23-year-old Saudi Arabian international striker Mohamed Miran lost his bearings, and with that Al-Nassr lost a really big chance, really late in the game.
And a huge opportunity. He keeps himself on side, but it's a really poor ball by Al Hassan to him. That's a lot of Miran. But it's the pass into him onto his left foot. He wants it in front of him. He needs it on his right foot. He needs to either strike that first time or take a touch out of his feet. There's too much for him to do. It's the other substitute, Al Hassan, that causes him the problems with the ball into him. It's a really good opportunity, gone begging.
Couple more changes waiting for the champions. Minutes of added time. Still time for a twist in this tale. And these are actually the two who were waiting in the wings just before they scored the equalising goal. They only, in the end, Al Hilal sent on Nassr al-Dawsawi. Now Mutib al-Harbi and Hamad al-Yami will come on. Joao Cancelo is off. Al-Harbi will trot across and take his place. To the 1 minute of Saudi Pro League football that he's played thus far since his summer move from Al-Shabaab. It's Hamad al-Yami.
Drops in a right back, like for like replacement for Cancelo, direct replacement. Feels as though he's just getting a little bit exposed in the last 5 minutes or so.
And Al-Harbi, who preferred to play on the left and the right, although he has featured for Al-Shabaab over the last couple of seasons in both positions, is going to replace Renan Lodi. So fresh fullbacks for the final push. That's part of 7 minutes of added time to play. 1-1. Al-Nassr led. First minute goal from Talisca. And Milinkovic-Savic with his third goal in 3 games and his third Saudi Pro League goal of the season. Means it's 1-1. Cue the finale. Flick from Milinkovic-Savic. Leonardo. Go down a little bit too much.
He's asking for some more from the support behind that goal, al-Dawsawi. He knows that his team are capable of scoring late, and very late as well. Both sets of supporters in full voice, trying to get their team to the finish line, seeking that winning goal.
The head of Milinkovic-Savic. Bento trying to pass it up to the halfway line. Otavio. Al-Yami. Ronaldo. Right, a little bit of composure to proceedings. He's found Otavio. And he goes, advantage. Looked like it was going to be played. Brozovic is then hauled down. There'll be a card coming out anyway for that pullback on Marcelo Brozovic. Brozovic will look to take the free kick. I think it's al-Dawsawi who will go into the book for that one.
He's booked a few tonight as the referee. Opportunity now for Al-Nassr this late in the game. He can load the box up, send the centre halves forward. All from Otavio again. He's such a clever, intelligent little player, the Portuguese.
Well, every moment such as this feels like a big one for Al-Nassr. And everyone that isn't capitalised upon feels like a chance wasted.
This is the goal again, al-Dawsawi. Fantastic ball down the line to Lodi. Lifts it up to the back post. Milinkovic. It's a brilliant header. It really is a good header. Can't tell you how hard that is. Leaning back, the power that he's got in the neck muscles in his head to head it down from that distance. Free header, not unmarked. It's a great header. Gives the goalkeeper no chance.
Well, the energy down the left coming from Al-Harbi has been at the heart of this attack, and here he is again. Goal kick. Simakan gets what he wanted. The Al Hilal fans do not.
He's been impressive tonight, Simakan. Really impressive tonight. No big money signing, but again another example of the youth coming into this league. Signed this season from Leipzig. Paid a big fee for him, French under 21 international. But you can see he's a top quality player.
A huge occasion. The ownership of both clubs here this evening to look at what has been a cracking occasion, this capital derby. One of the jewels in Derby Week in the Russian Saudi Pro League. We were richly entertained in Jeddah last night, just as we have been tonight in the capital, Riyadh. It's the backdrop of colour, a backdrop of passion, of full stadia. Here's Simakan. Iran will give chase, but it'll be a forlorn one. Paul, we said it at the time, that excellent first 25 minutes that Al-Nassr had. They had chances, they created moments, Talisca offside, shots not being fired in on target. You really felt that that was the point, with Al Hilal rather creaking a little, but they really needed to find that second goal.
Nassr have certainly had the opportunities in this game, and they've shown themselves and others in the Pro League that Hilal can be got at. You can get chances against them.
Harvey's cross this time did come off Simikan, and they have a corner in the 98th minute of the match. We've not spoken about Alexander Mitrovic too much tonight. He's been a slightly peripheral figure. The chance for him right in the midst, inside that 6-yard area, to take centre stage and to steal the headlines in by Al-Dassawi. So gets his gloves to it. Sadio couldn't take it. So going to get it to Ronaldo. Malcolm. 3 white shirts wait for a delivery in the middle. Malcolm caught in 2 minds. And that allows Al-Nassr to come forward. There's a foul on Mohamed Miran. Quite sure what he was doing there, nor was Brozovic.
Anywhere will do. I think he wanted as far away from his goal as possible.
Koulibaly by Otavio. Seconds remaining here.